All right, Instagram, YouTube, what's going on? 2026, huh? Time to get serious. I've been postponing my videos for way too long. Let me turn on the sign. Also, guys, don't be deceived by the word unscripted. Although it says unscripted, I do have a sort of script in front of me, guiding me on my computer. Yeah, get started. I don't know what keeps happening with my back. I keep pulling it. An age-old problem for me. For some reason, this is giving me a problem. I would like it to be here, but it just doesn't spin the right way. It's not spinning the right way. And while we are at it, I would like to bring some attention to my shelf over here. The second shelf, my crystal collection. Yes, I'm a man who loves crystals. I think they are beautiful. And the first shelf is my Batman collection. Batmobile from 1990s, and Batman casually holding the Joker. And that's not working still. And notice the shelf 3. It's a symbolic torii gate I bought from Japan. And the texts written on it are some of my wishes, which admittedly haven't come into fruition. Which makes me wonder, I probably should ask my money back, because what the hell? And I'm gonna take that off. Yeah, because it's bothering me for some reason. Anyways, Slurpee, anyone? It's sugar-free. I don't know about you guys, but I do like my Slurpee once a week, or time to time actually, sugar-free or not. So, how do we start? I think we can all do with the story, right? So, let me start with the story. Actually, I do want to start with the story because that's the plan. So I was talking to my mom the other week, and just a casual chat, and she goes, "Mike, aren't you taking a bit too long to post those videos you said you were going to post?" Mom, the universe is asking me to take it slow and refine the trailer and the ideas a bit more. What universe? I think you're just being lazy. How dare you talk to me like that? But then I realized, it's my mom. Relax, Mike. Stop being so prideful for a second. And honestly, she's not wrong. I do have a habit of dodging responsibility and blaming it on the universe. Just a food for thought, guys. Have ever had that strange hesitation when it's time to take action? Like something inside you pauses you and makes you think first? If this happened to you, let me know in the comments. Happy to not be alone in that feeling. And who am I kidding? Because I'm not wearing my glasses. I don't have my lenses on. How am I going to read the goddamn script? I'm screwed. Anyways, for me personally, that strange feeling is often internal doubt. Because somewhere deep down the answer already exists. But the mind still has to navigate through the fog, question things, turn things over, until you finally arrive at which you kind of sensed all along. Back to mom. And then she goes, "Mike, you're literally 181 for 5 centimeter tall, really charismatic, emotionally deep, sensitive, on the way to becoming Batman." And for a second I felt so seen. Like, I finally feel so seen for who I am. But then she said something she didn't need to say. Why are you single? Ladies, this is more of a question for you. Look into my eyes and prove me wrong. Moms, I tell you, they're super honest sometimes. But here's the thing. Then she said something serious. Mayank, I only wish you one thing in life. Emotional stability. Emotional stability, Mom? That's ambitious. I was raised intense, slightly dramatic, observant. That's like buying a Ferrari and asking me to drive 40 in a school zone. That's not possible. But later that night I thought about what she said. If emotional stability is the goal, then why my mood was shifting, changing because of Instagram? Let me start with the story. About a night. It's around 2 a.m. I'm having what can only be described as a mild existential crisis. which is strange because the day itself was actually fine. If you'd seen me earlier that day, you would have thought this guy is going to sleep peacefully tonight. Not because I'm some girl, nothing dramatic, guys, just a normal day, right? But somehow by midnight, life has started asking me big questions. You know, the ones, am I where I'm supposed to be in life? What am I doing? I don't want to do this job anymore. The usual 2 a.m. philosophical conference. And then just like any mentally stable person would do at 2 a.m., I opened Instagram. Because that is where you find your inner peace. And the first thing I see is not what you think. It's not a matcha run. It's not a couple photo reminding me of what a beautiful relationship looks like. It's someone's perfect 9 to 5 routine. They wake up at 5 a.m. They journal. Then they go to their job. Then they go to the gym. They're smiling the entire time. Meanwhile, I'm lying in my bed, staring at my wall. Tired as hell. Watching someone else live the perfect life. And that is when I realized something uncomfortable. I had let Instagram, social media dictate my mood. Nothing in my life had changed. Same routines, if I had any. Same friends, same reality. But my mood, that kept changing depending on what I saw. I posted a story. I checked who saw it. Then I checked again. And by conducting extensive research into my Instagram analytics, and by research I mean checking my story 3 times, I realized something comfortable again. I wasn't sharing, I was monitoring. And the weird part, they are monitoring too. And here's the thing. Can someone tell me why is there this one random person watching your story? Someone you don't know, they don't know you, yet they're the most loyal viewer you have? And the person who liked the story is someone you met at a party 2 years ago. It's someone who you haven't spoken to since. Like, thank you for the support, but why are you here? Meanwhile, your friends, they haven't opened Instagram since 2019. So I'm sitting there wondering, am I posting for my friends or for this mysterious viewer who appears every single time? And this is even new. I was born in India, and I remember growing up there. Back then, our perception of the world was much smaller. It was basically your street, your neighborhood, the people around you, and even there I could feel a quiet comparison happening. Someone bought a car, suddenly the whole atmosphere in the neighborhood would change. Who bought the car? How much did it cost? When did he buy it? It was as if everyone was quietly comparing themselves, measuring themselves against everyone else. That's how it felt. Here's the thing though, back then that comparison might have been limited to say 30 people. But now, it's the entire internet. And I don't want to sound like an old man yelling at a cloud, but where did the good times go when we didn't know what people beyond the street were doing? But because now, somehow I know which celebrity got a BBL, who got divorced, who from my extended friend group got engaged, and now there's a silent rule. You see the post, you have to like it, you have to comment, because if you don't, you'll see them in person and they'll know. And that is when I started asking myself this uncomfortable question. Can I travel somewhere without feeling the need to broadcast it? Can I do something nice for someone without feeling the need to announce it? Can I enjoy something without feeling the need to post it? But here is the uncomfortable part. I wasn't just scrolling. I was measuring myself, measuring my life through an app. And that is when I started asking myself something deeper. Why does this bother me so much? Because it's not just about Instagram. It's about authenticity. I value authenticity a lot. When someone says they are one way in private but acts completely differently in public, something in me reacts. That reaction, that's a value boundary. I have realized that the things that irritate you usually reveal what you care about. And for me, when I see myself performing online, instead of being honest, that same discomfort shows up. And that is when I realized it wasn't just social media fatigue, it was misalignment. See, when visibility becomes constant, self-consciousness becomes constant. And when self-consciousness becomes constant, authenticity shrinks. You're not living your life anymore. You're auditioning for it. See, if I post a photo of myself online, living the best, showing I'm living the best life of my life, someone might look at that photo and think, I'm living the perfect life. No one sees the other 20 hours of the day where I'm just existing. And see, sometimes we do this other thing, where we might see someone's post and create and build a character in our head. Oh, this person must be fun. They must have the perfect relationship. They must be the nicest person. But then you spend time with that person and then you realize they're just a normal human being. They worry, they overthink, they get tired, they go to the toilet just like you do. And trying to protect that image, we might actually be doing a disservice to that other person. Because the version of yourself you present may make them think you're someone you're not. And later when you try to go deeper, the connection doesn't exist. Because they were trying to connect to a persona, not with the real you. See, the persona attracts attention, but authenticity builds intimacy. See, and that is when I realized actually I wasn't emotionally unstable. I was outsourcing my emotional regulation. See, the algorithm is algorithm. It is what it is. But I was the one checking the app. I was the one feeding my attention. So I deleted the app. Not dramatically, not because of Instagram is evil, but because my nervous system was tired. And now I doom scroll on YouTube. Because apparently some habits don't disappear. They just relocate. But honestly, I'm trying something different now. Instead of posting what I'm doing, where I'm going, what I had for breakfast, I'm trying to stay more true to myself. I'm posting things that feel true to me. Things that match my energy, not what the algorithm expects. So I'll ask you the same thing. Are you living your life for yourself or performing it for an audience?